can check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hold me troops right. Hey, ram.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. On the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
21.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Hey, go Lion.
Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To the air again, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's right. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And the Jets, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Hey, count it. 12. Ready?
White. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Mason. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jordan Mason, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
His kick is good.
Folk connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, a dangerous return man showed him here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Jackson. Left side, got Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
At the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Jackson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5-9.
Herbert. He'll get that out to the flat to White. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert now. Able to find Gray here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Home to try. 21. Ready.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. 20, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. It really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just...
Oh, right on the heels of the pick 6, another ball intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to win.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DK Metcalf, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And it's now 21-7.
Jets 7.
Kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And you look at this Patriots defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Luke in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Diggs in motion left. Back to throw again. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the right goes Mason. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. is up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Home troops right.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Lion. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Back to throw. Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Hey, report. We changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Jackson. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Calvin Austin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They need 12 here. It's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third and 12.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over.
46-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On second down, here's Smith again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for him with Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on third and 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. This is 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Jackson now. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down, here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing the game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Austin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Pats would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Now it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
13. No, we changed it. Shut up!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Smith catches left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No, we changed it. Go. Go right here.
Now Jackson. This is caught. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Calvin Austin, 31 yards. And the Patriots have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 49, Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now it's Herbert. Sharks got it left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Wide in hot. Baylor tight. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. D.J. Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, here's Smith again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
180! Press up!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
The 47-yard line.
180! Hey, come on! 180! Shut up!
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
180! Nice shot!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Herbert.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
Here's Herbert.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Kaplan. Hold the troops right. Let's go. Hey. Ready?
Herbert now.
Running the slant, Gray with it.
That almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Kaplan. 12. Baylor Tiger.
They snap it to Herbert. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Set. 5-9. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
59. Stop. 21.
To the air again, Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ray.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap, been a big...
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Patriots are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And Diggs has it. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they've got to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Go, Delta.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Able to pull off the hurdle. Not a ton there on the back end, but a nice move and a good game. Herbert throwing again. And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there. And now 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one stop closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
Ray.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's Samuel caught offside. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we appreciate. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news now. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Set. 21.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
88 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Smith. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, report. Report. No.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
You are X. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
14-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today.